What up? It's Harfar Tales.
Hey
Hi.
guys,
Hi.
we've been eating lunch for 2 weeks.
Yeah, just constantly actually haven't slept. It's just been
Consumption.
two
Just-
solid weeks of consumption, yeah.
Yeah. Just putting food into our forms and turning it into energy.
Yeah.
And now we're ready.
Now we are ready.
That's what it took to prep for this episode.
Yeah.
Special thanks to Pita Pit, or in Ireland you all say Pita
Pita
Pit. Pita Pit.
Yeah.
We say Pita Pit. in America.
Pita!
Yeah, and or maybe Lucozade.
Yeah. Special thanks to Lucozade.
Yeah,
for
special thanks to Lucozade.
But only
sponsoring this
Lucozade.
episode.
What's it? Energy Blast?
Lucozade
Energy. Lucozade
extra,
Energy. I think. It's just
extreme.
energy.
Lucozade. Glucose Punch. In stores now.
Their new the new glucose punch flavor. Luke. Yeah, I don't know.
Gluco
But-
Bang.
Thanks for getting us through Comic-Con. And,
And hopefully sponsoring us.
man, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
The partnership you never saw
Yeah,
coming.
we are
Slow-paced dungeon crawling and Lucozade Energy.
we are just back from
Lunch.
lunch, both lunch and Comic-Con, and so there is copious amounts of Lucozade in our veins.
And our fridges.
And our
They
fridges.
were very generous.
There's still I've still got cans in the back seat of my car from it.
Best thing was we came back from the live show and they literally delivered a case of Lucozade to us. And
Yeah.
it was fantastic.
But that's enough talk about Lucozade. Let's talk about Lethwan, a different L.
Yeah. Let's do it for 3 L's now.
Yeah.
Lucozade,
Oh.
Lethwan.
And one of them always has to be a Lucozade.
Welcome to Methwan, a land of Lucozade.
Methuan?
Yeah, you just get the M in there somewhere.
I thought that Lethwan was going to be one of the L's.
One of the L's,
Okay,
yeah.
oh, that would have made sense. Yeah. Welcome to
dead
Harper
now.
Tales, a world
podcast of
a podcast of Lethwan, Lucozade, and
losers.
we'll say losers for
Methuan would be a seriously different. Right, man. I'm investigating ley lines.
Hoot Force. It's just like...
It's just a
cracked out.
DAA.
The Dublin Airport Authority.
No, DEA. Sorry, the Drug Enforcement Agency is. Anyway, let's do a roll for recap.
Swear to
I
God,
got
was-
17.
Got a 19.
I'm not doing it again. I'm not
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
should be
strong enough.
You should be
I could do
exempt.
it if you want,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Because I forced you to do it last time because of
Yeah.
the Axel encounter.
Do it as Axel.
That would maybe be spoilers, but so a couple of months ago, I mean, this absolutely he's such a nerd, such a little turd, you little nerd turd Sid came up to me and he was like, "Ugh, you're my best friend." I'm like, "No, you're not. Get absolutely lost, you stink bag." So I sent my pet falcon after him, like any sane person would do, because that's what you do to get rid of little annoying turds. And then did some arcane experiments in Hovden. Absolute success. I saw that as a incredible win.
I see this as an absolute success.
Then I've been riding around in Thunderslash, and that's been great. Then Thunderslash came back with a cut on him once, and then I found out it was fucking Sid and his big, I don't know, uncle or something that I'd never seen before. And yeah, then I challenged him to an incredibly fair one-on-one match with my beloved Thunderslash against his stupid rat Fink that him and Herman seemed to really like so much, and then he cheated and beat me up using all sorts of weird, stupid magical stuff. So I went, talked to Stormzy, asked him what that was about. He said it's something about arcane resonance or some elemental doodly. And yeah, so it was just a whole bunch of poo, to be honest. And now he stinks like poo, and that's why I flew away, and that's what's happened.
Poo. All right.
Yeah.
For a guy that says fuck so much.
I
He
just felt
says
like saying
poo and turd.
Yeah.
poo is
It's
funnier.
He's super mild, but when he's trying to be edgy, he looked up the word fuck. So it's all his average super mild natural words.
He's gone into the world and now has only learned some curse words. He learned some. Oh yeah, sorry. I also learned some how to swear from these guys called the Backstreet Boys, and
Those poor guys.
Well, they taught him the word fuck.
That means Sid will have information.
That's what I was
to
going to
get from
say.
him.
Now you've
I
just
mean,
made
Sid-
it canon.
Yeah, Sid will now have information to get from them when he goes back to
Yeah.
Rowan.
Ronar. I think they already did, because remember they said they learned the word the term "smell you later" from him.
Oh,
was
yeah.
that?
Shit, we're trying to metagame something that's already happened.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys have just had a not Pokemon battle inside the Stormzy cabin. A digital monster battle.
A Letimon battle.
Letimon battle. And Melody has done some sleuthing to figure out what Axel was there for.
They're a good sleuth.
They're a good sleuth, and you guys have kind of pieced together through kind of various, bits of investigation, some roles, some context, and things that Axel has been responsible for the what he claimed was an experiment or a chance to do some field research in Hovden, which resulted in what our players remember as, Mr. Fisher and all of those guys. And Conn,
Also, shout out to the 25-foot tall Mr. Fisher in Dublin Comic Con on the screens.
oh yeah, we also had
So good.
Mr. Fisher on our ads at Comic Con, which is very funny. Yeah. And you guys have, kind of pieced together that he has been furthering his research by asking... Conn has figured this out. Conn has not told Sid yet. Conn has figured out that he is trying to further his research by learning about kind of like resonant points from different planes, particularly obviously going to Stormzy to
Glad
find...
you said that again, because I forgot to write it down the last.
Yeah. Hint, Jim, very important lore point.
I figured it was.
Plot point.
I was like, oh, that's very important. I'll remember that. I remembered ley lines.
Yeah. He was also asking about ley lines and stuff, which Melody said that Stormzy didn't seem as confident on. And you guys remember from looking through...
He was talking about harnessing energy as well.
And yeah, he was asking about the possibility of how that energy could be harnessed, and you guys would also know from Stormzy's discussions with Saphira, his air dragon girlfriend, that...
Oh, they made it official. I'm so happy.
No, they didn't, but I think you referred to him as a couple.
Oh, did I?
Or maybe it was Sid in the last recap. I can't
I'm just
remember.
gunning for those two kids. Like.
But yeah, so that is where we... Oh, sorry, yeah. He had told you from what they had learned that energy had been kind of bleeding out of these resonant points more than would be expected. So yeah, that is where you are. Axel has flown off in Thunderslash, and you guys are outside of Stormzy's cabin. And Stormzy kind of walks out. He's like, "Right, bruvs, what's
So, like, you're gonna be going back to helping Stones Reach with their stuff now that, like, you can actually get out of here, right?
Yeah, bruv. I mean, it's kind of a bit more safer to go down, yeah. So, kind of got all that sorted up. So, I'm ready to go down Storm's Reach if you are, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we need to do here.
And you've handed over your book to us, right? So we can drop it off of town.
Yes. So he's we're currently working on his PhD. Yeah. So he gives you like a copy of the first draft of his PhD to kind of bring down with you.
Pretty huge document.
Yes.
Don't know why I said that in Sid's voice.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah.
What was that? Oh yeah.
No, he nailed it.
No, that's it. I do it as well as Jim does mine.
Oh, that's from Minnesota.
Hey,
now.
dude, let's swap for this episode, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just make you fucking stereotypically Canadian.
What
do you guys do?
I don't know, I suppose we should probably get back. Well, first off, let's get Mercedes back before she goes the way of Tesla from those giants.
Yeah. The king did say he would try to.
I wasn't overtly confident in his ability to stave off his temptation there for too long, so we should
Yeah.
we should at least get back to the Giants for now. Stormzy, you coming with us to the Giants on the way to Stones Reach?
Oh yeah, bruvs. Giants are cool, yeah.
I know for sure. You know, I'm their ultimate friend.
Ultimate friend. That's a big deal.
I thought so too.
I mean,
But, it's an honorific I wear with pride, and then I go, oh, and do a giant.
you see Stormzy being a Goliath himself. Also, like, does a very good squat.
Yeah, like, good form. I see you're a friend of giant. Right. Sure. Let's pack up, will we? Is there anything else you need to do here, Sid?
Yeah, like, are there any, like, some of those elemental stones, like, about and stuff?
What do you mean, bruv? Like those like pieces of the resonant keys from the planes?
Yeah.
I mean, I have a couple in case I need to get back to Lady Zafira, yeah, but
Just, like, is there any type of, artifact from those? Well, I guess we got Griff's feather.
I
Anything
got
else?
Griff's
Because
feather,
they've
yeah.
had kind of an impact on Fink. So, might be interesting to have something to, like, study a bit,
yeah, bruv. I mean, I kind of stayed up late last night, did some drawings and notes, so he gives you some, like, his notes and research on it.
Nice.
He's kind of like, what I'm thinking, and you see at a glance, like, basically his kind of working theory is that he's not a monsterologist or whatever you are. But his, like, basically just working theory is that Fink has somehow absorbed all of those elements. Not that it was necessarily to do with the keys, but just to do more with the resonant point itself and that energy that was being, like, expelled from it that Fink somehow absorbed.
Suppose I'm just worried, like, these are doing a good job of keeping Fink pretty safe. So, like, what if it runs out and he needs to, like, eat something new?
I mean, bruv, that's not my area yet, but, I mean, I think you should always kind of feed your rat, yeah?
Well, that is not an issue I have ever had, believe me.
I mean, yeah, look, I can give you some bits, and he runs back into his cabin and kind of takes out a little jar with, like, a whirlwind inside of it. He's like,
Fucking monumental. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, like, I don't have many of these yet. It's kind of not easy to get of, but you can take this. I don't know what.
This isn't one of your, like, love letters from your bae, isn't it?
No, bruv.
All right.
Them's carried in here, yeah? And he pans on his chest.
Yeah, I guess so. All right.
Sick.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm happy to go down.
Right? Well,
I am, and so is Ryan. Apparently. Yeah, I'm happy to go down too.
Okay, well, Con and Jim are also making. Are we walking down, or do we want to make a sled? Stormzy, can you sing a shed into existence for us, or a sled? Sorry, you don't need a shed.
You see, he goes over to, like, the mountain wall, and that his cabin is built onto. Cast a spell to, like, basically stone shape, like, a rock sled out of it. He's like, okay, bros, I guess.
To rockin'.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, this seems incredibly dangerous, but I mean, fuck it, yeah.
Alright, fuck it, let's go. This is how we slide. Can I be the dude who, like, runs and pushes it from behind and then jumps in?
Sure, yeah.
Sick.
Make an athletics check.
Next stop, Giantville. 7. Takes me ages to get it moving.
Yeah.
You just push us the whole way.
I forgot to tighten the belt, sorry.
Con just never jumps in. He's just like, oh, it's never fast enough. And he just run down the entire.
It's just not extreme enough yet. I'll jump in when we reach a speed. Cutting a trough in the land as we go.
Yeah, when we get there, Fink runs in to meet his food eating buddies and starts dancing around, showing them how he can, like, turn into different things.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wouldn't that be like hyperblasphemous? Didn't they hate the... Oh, no, it's because it was in the Holy Lands.
It was in the Holy Lands, yeah.
And it was that kind of, like, yeah, it was like the duality of it. Like, it was the fire in the ice. It was the boat existing at the same time, not...
Yeah.
He primarily shows them how he can roast duck, like,
yeah.
at will.
Yeah. You go into the village of the Hill Giants, and everyone starts roasting duck on Fink, I guess.
I like it.
I want to find Mercedes.
Mercedes is alive and well.
Oh, thank God.
Fink is disappointed.
And the Frost Giant King comes along, and he's like, "Oh, Conn, ultimate friend of giants.
Aye,
Conn
King,
Eagleman,
ultimate
and
friend of Conn.
Kid Sid, you're friend of Conn's not good for me."
Sid squats. You go, oh.
He gives you a nod. Huh.
Yeah, that's a squat of the chin. You're doing well.
Yeah.
God damn, didn't do any fucking damage to the centipede.
So salty.
I feel like they'd appreciate the fact I held it in place with strength. Conn's now owning that he was instrumental in that fight.
Conn Eagleman, he gets you see like the kind of fervor in him rise again, but not in this kind of like hyperactive way, more of like a just kind of like
A passive fervor.
passive kind of like spiritual fervor, like, you know, they just seem like very overwhelmed and like or like almost like hyper calm, if that makes sense. Like,
Yes.
and he's like, we're so happy that we can now go do our pilgrimages again and be safe, and we can receive
And
Calder's
it is
blessing.
safe. It's safe, and we're glad we could do that for you.
We want to give you Frost Giant blessing, if that's okay.
We would like to receive. It doesn't involve eating the horse, does it?
No.
Okay, we would like
Unless
to receive.
you want to.
No,
eat
no, no, no,
horse.
no. It's fine.
You sure?
No, no, no. That
You sure?
would be- Yeah, I am pretty sure.
Fink is
Pretty
dancing
sure.
around.
Fink, what? Stop it. Okay, before I lose control of this situation. Yes, we'd love that, wouldn't we, Sid?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, come. We have big feast, and he again kind of like puts a big feast, and it's like, you know, you can tell they've actually been preparing for this one, because, you know, he had a lot of kind of faith in you guys going up after having to deal with that abomination, and, you know, they are obviously aware of the effects that had like seemingly disappeared and stuff like that. So they're kind of they're almost just waiting for you guys to calm down. So like, there's loads of like, you know, singing and dancing and squatting around, and, you know, everyone's like, you know, couple of like, you know, a few hours into the party.
Sing me a song of the giants. I figured it was gonna just straight up be like, "I'm too sexy for my shirt."
It is now, yeah. That was one of the songs that starts playing. That's it. The king's name is now Fred.
Yes.
Love it.
What I say is right.
Yes, so say I. I say it right, for I am Fred.
So fucking
Come, Conn, I make that puny blade. I make that right if you want blessing of giant on blade.
fuck yes, Fred. Let's do this.
Hey, what's a fun name for a wizard giant then, in a similar vein?
Oh, what is he, a hill giant?
Yeah. I'm about George for like Boy George. It's a very...
I don't just call him Bowie. The Astro Wizard of the Giants.
Bowie, come here. And you see this, like, you know, overworked, like, hill giant. Like, he looks exactly all the same for the hill giants, but has like a very small, like, wizard's robe on him that's like kind of like only coming to like just under his like chest, you know. That he's clearly absolutely bet into. And he's like, I'm trying sword. He
I
takes.
love these giants.
He
What
takes.
have we done to David Bowie?
I know. There were so many great options for David Bowie
Yeah.
in this campaign.
I was definitely gonna bring him at some point later, but it's too
Blew
late.
him on a minor giant character.
And he's never gonna come back into it.
Yeah, right. We got to bring him back all the time. Next time we need a wizard.
We know a guy.
You see, he takes Steelwing,
Con is sweating.
and he takes out this like wand that's just like a sharp stick, And he takes Steel Wing and he starts carving into the blade.
Please say
of
he's
Steel
putting a
Wing.
rune on Steel Wing.
He puts a rune on
Oh, I fucking love runes.
Steel Wing. And you see he starts chanting some sort of, I don't know, David Bowie song, I guess. I have no idea what
Somebody pull up the song list because it's got to be a good reference here somewhere.
it has to be.
Heroes.
He carved
Ground-
Starman into it.
No.
Oh.
Sorry. Ground control to major.
Oh, no. Yeah.
can be-
He's like, okay, this sword, now, you can be hero and not just for one day.
Conn reverently takes the blade back. Thank you, Bowie. You've no idea how much this means to me.
Conn, your Steel Wing is now a +1 great sword.
Did?
Yeah. And to damage.
And to damage.
So that means it's a +8 to hit and a +6 to damage now.
Yeah.
Fucking wild. Love it. I love the Giants.
Yeah, Jesus. You're
I might change my name.
Every time we
Conn.
go here, you get a new
I
item.
know, I feel like every arc we should zip back here real quick.
You have a +9.
Cool.
So-
Let me just make these modifications.
The king looks at you, Sid, and goes, "Oh, Sid, I of course have present for you."
He pulls a bit of meat off.
He kind of like pulls like Bowie aside, and they're giants and not very subtle, and he's like, "Anything you can do for this little kid?"
I am the centipede slayer.
Conn is holding Steel Wing up to the sky and noticing it glows slightly in the moonlight, even when there's no moon.
It's like, yeah, it's kind of like almost like a frosty light on
Yeah.
it.
Sid pulls out his book and
'Cause it's David.
scribbles under the centipede entry where he's like, weak to rangers, not fighters.
You see, the David Bowie runs out for a second. He's like, "Oh, he coming back, very special gift for Sid, one that we thought lots of."
Gonna get fucking socks.
He comes back.
He brings back Mercedes for horse we found.
Chopped up.
See, Bowie comes back and he takes some string out of his
Shoes.
Like, yeah, he just takes
He pulls his bit out of his robe.
yeah, he takes his shoestring. So he's like, this particular bits pant hard, maybe magical, made in Holy Land, maybe good, and he kind of gives you it.
Conn tries not to laugh.
Okay.
Conn listens to his and realizes that if he puts his ear to the sword, it's kind of singing. You can just hear like, stop.
I will say, mechanically, you now have a +1 bow, and we'll say that this
Oh! What?
that this string is like a magically enchanted bow or bowstring that you can use to string it that will never break, and is +1 to hit and to damage.
Oh.
That's fucking wild.
Sid looks at it and is like, I don't think they realize they've actually given me something good.
I fully don't. And you see the king Fred is like very much like, and yeah, we of course for both of you, and he looks at like David Bowie like in the eyes, being like, both of them. we grant you this. Hey, you guys want some tattoos? Some frost giant tattoo?
Fuck yeah, I want a
Yeah,
frost
Sid
giant
absolutely
tattoo.
does, yeah.
Okay. And you see,
Just to be quick, this is something I've never discussed with you, but I fully wanted to get Conn on the like tattoo and ruin train. I don't think I ever said that to you, did I?
I mean, it was the only because okay, little peek behind the screen. I was like, I really want like by level 5 and stuff. You know, I think it's recommended that players have like probably a +1 weapon or something. And I was like, how the fuck am I going to give these to them? And giant magic and runes was the way to go. So yeah, it just worked out
I love
perfectly.
it. Ever since I read Storm King's Thunder, I was like, this is the best magic system, like hands down.
And you see that Bowie takes out this like spell scroll,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Okay, Con, where you want this?"
Oh fuck! Put me on the spot. Don't put it on the spot. Hold on.
Well, Sid, do you know where you want it?
Yeah, absolutely. So covering my entire like the outside of my left arm, upper left arm from my shoulder down. I'd love to get like a big like frost giant like barbarian with like a big like beast on his head and some of like the ancient like runes like on top of his head, like just going the whole way down.
Okay, you get what you're given. You see he
Because I think it would be cool if Sid ended up with my tattoo.
it would be cool. That's what's gonna happen here. Okay, just give me a flat look check. I will say
I will pick another one of my tattoos. I'll get a beaver on my ankle, and then I'll go to a better tattoo artist that has some respect for the Centipede Slayer.
It's just a spell scroll. So you see there's like a load of like runic text, and
these are boring.
he puts it on.
Can't fucking love with it.
He puts it on your arm, and you see that Fred kind of just like his hand goes a little bit like kind of cold, kind of like those transferable tattoos, just like transfers the spell scroll onto your arm, and you see like the spell scroll is now blank and the spell is on your arm.
That is so fucking cool.
Nice.
Inside of the forearm, please, on the right arm.
He does the same thing, gives you a nice little transfer tattoo. This Bowie told me this will only work once, but you guys essentially have a spell tattoo of absorb elements, so you can use it just once, but you can use your reaction to basically have the spell come to life and cast absorb elements once.
For those at home, what does absorb elements do?
Yeah. Those at home would really like to know that.
Yeah.
That is a good question. I don't have my PHP handy, but the essence of it is when you get hit by elemental damage.
You absorb. I swear to God, if he just says you absorb elements,
That would have been great. 2 episodes
That is
ago.
essentially what you do. You can use your reaction to half the damage of like an elemental attack. So like if you take fire damage, you can use it to half the amount of damage, and then on your next attack that you make, you can imbue that attack with I think it's a D6 or something like that damage.
That's sick as fuck.
Yeah. Of course, it's giant shit.
I absolutely love giant shit. Like, can I include the word giant in my name somewhere? Can I be Con Giant Eagle?
I mean, your name.
Fucking nice to meet you, Sid. My name's Con Giant Eagle, man.
I mean, let's get you to town, and maybe we can teach you how our last
Giant
names work.
Eagle, man.
Because friend of giants would totally go into your
Ultimate
name.
friend of giants.
Ultimate friend of giants.
Don't
Please.
disrespect Con Giant Eagle Man.
Can you believe this? Con Giant Eagle, man. Ultimate friend of giants. And I not would like give Frank one of these or Fred, whatever his name is, one of these like no look fist bumps.
Yeah, they fist bump.
It's getting so
tight
pissed
throat. Yeah, you guys all party for the night with your sick new tattoos, your new upgrades and everything, and they fully insist that you stay for the night.
Con 3 different times at dinner has to. He looks over and finds Fink gnawing on Mercedes' leg.
Stop it, boy, stop it. But I'm also a bit scared of him.
Throughout the entire dinner, you have so many giants come up to you, Con, and be like, "Tell again how cool Abomination." And you see as well, like the head of the Abomination has been like pinned on their wall, mounted and stuff.
Sid's so mad.
Fully, like I tell it as it happened, but just skew it slightly differently. So, like,
Sid goes over to Melody and goes, "I swear to God, your little bard tales better tell the truth."
Yeah, to be honest, Sid, after kind of seeing how upset you are, I'll be sure to, play. This is your victory,
Con is lifting the giant long table over his head as an approximation of the worm.
As you all then go to sleep that night, I need you to make a wisdom saving
Fuck
throw.
me.
Never these?
It's so bad for Sid.
If Sid fails again, oh my god.
Oh, I'm afraid to roll it now. I've never failed one of these. And I don't think I have yet. 15.
Con has a
God, has a
perfect
blissful
night.
sleep full of tattoos and wonderful names, with a belly filled with the finest meat the far giants can.
Anybody want to join a podcast?
What did Sid get?
I rolled so badly on all of these.
One good night's sleep since we've started doing this.
Sid wakes up looking 10 years older.
I'm going to assume you rolled like less than a 10.
Yeah. Wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save, yeah.
I mean, with my +2 on wisdom, it was an 8, so.
I have a +1 to wisdom, man.
Ryan, I'm like, there's only so many of these dreams I can come up with. Okay? I need to start.
It's going to start ad-libbing trauma. They kick Fink and they kick Fink.
No, I have one written. Don't worry.
Oh, good, thanks.
Oh, don't worry.
And it transfers to Conn.
Yes, you'll start giving you Conn's bad dreams next.
Sid.
Yes.
Man, you're out hunting with Herman again.
Big dude.
It's early in your training. You're still only learning how to use your bow. Like, you've only been training with him, maybe a month or so. You've maybe only just turned 12, 13, whenever it was you started training like being a ranger. Today, Herman is teaching you how to track. Well, look here, Sid. This is interesting, isn't it? It looks like the tracks of maybe a dog, maybe a wolf, judging from the size of it. Weird though, it looks like it has a long tail that drags behind it. It's not the tail of a wolf, I'll tell you that much. Sid, you look down at these tracks. Something in the back of your mind tells you that you know these tracks intimately. You know exactly what, or rather, who these tracks belong to. Herman leads the way, tracking deeper into the forest. He motions you to stop. He's stopped making any noise now. He's even slowed down his breathing to be almost imperceptible. Through hand signals, he signals you to draw and knock and be ready to follow his lead, and back him up if necessary as you both circle to opposite sides of this small clearing. You creep up, and in this clearing is the most disgusting, hideous, fell beast you've ever seen in your life. It's gnawing horribly with this awful wailing noise against a tree. Its sickeningly long tongue is writhing and slopping all over it, trying to rip the moss and lichen from the old bark of this tree, desperate to take some of the hydration from it. As this monstrosity struggles to find nutrients and sustenance, suddenly Herman lets loose an arrow, and it flies true, piercing deep into the flank of the beast. It tries to flee away from where it was shot, towards your direction, rushing. As it gets closer, you see its skin stretched horribly across it. Too little skin for such a large beast, for such a large rat. As it stumbles and dies, you hear one final wailing noise coming from its throat. Fink.
Man. Why you gotta
You
do
wake
these?
up.
Dude. I said as a joke before you went into that.
Sid is just going to straight up vomit off the side of the bed.
Sorry, you had too much, did you?
Yeah, Sid just not say anything to Conn. Just grabs Fink, pulls him up into bed with him, and just is going to lay there, Yeah. What the fuck, man?
They're only going to get worse, Ryan.
Soon you'll be at Toy Story 3 level.
Yeah, so you all wake up in the morning. Everyone's in great mood.
Conn is outside regaling the giant children with his tales of heroism.
Hey, Sid, you don't look so great. Everything...
I'm fine. Okay, Melody?
Yeah.
We just need to get out of here, okay? I'm sick of being around all this. Like, we just need to go, okay?
Okay. We can go. Do you want me to make the giant smell bad in the song I make?
No, like, you do whatever you want to, okay? It's not like your stories are gonna tell the truth anyway. So, like, let's just go.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And they kind of just walk away. They kind of find Conn. They're like, Conn.
And I had the time of my. Oh, sorry, Melody. What's up?
Yeah, Sid kind of seems a bit weird. Hey, he doesn't really want to talk to me, but you didn't have any weird dreams last night or anything, did you?
I wouldn't say weird, but I had some wild dreams. I was riding the worm up the mountain. It was great.
But not like a nightmare. Or...
Well, I wouldn't call it a nightmare. No, it was
okay.
rather pleasant actually. Look, sure. Look, I'll go have a word with him if you wouldn't mind finishing the story for the wee brutes here.
Yeah, they like lodge it as like well embellished depiction of what happened.
I nod and smile, make my way back over to Sid. Hey, lad, Melody said you were having some mad dreams, were you?
Oh, did they? Like, I didn't say anything to them. So, I mean, you here to save the day again, hero?
Oh, I checked my wrist to see if it absorbed any of that fire, and then I go, hey, I'm real sorry, but you want to tell me what's going on?
I think we need to get back to Stone's Reach, and we've still got other stuff to do. Like, there's other people in trouble. Like, we're supposed to be doing stuff. We're not just supposed to be sitting here having feasts and pretending that the world's okay.
All right. Well, no one's pretending the world's okay. It is pretty great here. But, I mean, that's on us, right? It's good here because we made it good. Yeah, enjoy that,
Look, I'm exhausted, but we've got more to do. Like, I haven't had a good night's sleep in a long time, man. So, like, let's just go. Well, or do you need somebody else to plump up your ego? Like, you're doing great, man. Like, you look great. Like, come on.
Hey, listen now. I think, you know what? Yeah, so what if I'm enjoying a bit of revelry? It's not exactly being fucking flowers and daisies, so I'll take it where I can get it. And you know what? I don't need you snapping at me either because I deigned to enjoy myself. So why don't you calm down and tell me what's going on before you cut yourself on that edge?
Yeah, you just love feeling like you're better than everybody. Let's just go, okay? We need to get packed up.
All right, okay, fine. You go pack yourself up and think real hard. Why don't you play this one back in your head and see if you sound like the good guy? I'm going back to playing with the children because that's such a crime to you. And Conn stalks back, whistling the time of his life.
Yeah, so it's just going to pack up his stuff.
As Conn's walking back, Melody sees you and just runs and like dives to be caught, like fully, as you're singing it.
Fully catch them and join in at the right bar. Like.
And they're like, and this is how you brought the centipede home.
Damn fucking straight. I say, right, we've got time for maybe 2 or 3 Conpede rides and then we gotta go. But as I put Melody down, I say to them, like, I think you're right. There's definitely something up with him. Didn't want to have anything to do with me. Maybe I gave it to him a little harder than he deserved, but like.
Okay, did he say why he's? What's up with him?
No, he just tried his hardest to hurt my feelings. But I mean, okay. You know what? People speak in anger, so don't worry about it. Like,
yeah. But, I mean, as the great bards once said, don't look back in anger.
Aye, indeed.
Yeah, I heard them say. But
but I do think, look, we'll give him a bit of time. Like, we'll do our packing or whatever, and then maybe we can we can suss it out a bit more on the road, maybe, when it's less of a heated situation.
Yeah, maybe some distance from where we are right now might calm down. So yeah, you guys pack up, newly equipped with magic weapons, some of which were planned, some of which weren't, with your new tattoos, and start heading out to Stone's Reach. Is there anything you want to do on the journey there, or what?
Yeah, Sid wants to pull back and talk to Melody.
Hey, what's you okay? You seem pretty high strung there.
Like a bow. I see you're making ranger jokes. That's a good one. We use that one a lot.
You brought that up yourself.
Wait, I like it.
No,
Okay. We use those jokes.
Okay.
That's a good ranger joke.
We're okay. Good. I wasn't sure what the the range of acceptability was going to be here for this, but
now that one was pushing it.
I love the tension. Melody being like, "Oh my god, is he going to go off on me?"
Yeah. So all good here.
No.
Oh.
All right. So I mentioned before, like, my mom is a dreamweaver from town.
Mm-hmm.
And in all your bard stuff, like, you all sing a lot about people's dreams and stuff.
Yeah, people love to sing about dreams.
Do you know anything about the source of dreams?
Not really my forte specifically, but I mean, people say, I know some people say that dreams just are reflections of what you're trying to process yourself. But I mean, if your mom was a dreamer, like you're saying, you probably have more of an understanding than I do.
Yeah, I don't know. Just getting kind of concerned because, like, no matter what happens, like, stuff I've already, like, processed and dealt with, like, and gone through, like, I was real worried about Fink dying, and stuff like that. And then, like, I was real worried about it, and I was really upset, and I was thinking about it a lot. And then, like, Fink and I talked about it, and Fink is doing real well, and Fink's, like, a lot stronger now and stuff. I mean, we had that, like, really close call during that fight and stuff, but, like, everything was fine there, and we go back to the Giants, and then I start having dreams about him dying, and it's just like, I don't get to sleep anymore at night, and I'm just so fucking sick of not being able to sleep, and I'm just getting really mad at it. Like, I just wake up exhausted all the time, and I'm tired of it. And then we got Conn over there just being fucking happy all the time.
I mean, his enthusiasm is incredibly misplaced sometimes, yes. And his confidence does not equal his ability levels. But there maybe there's something we can learn from. But hang on, you're saying about weird dreams. It's weird. I've been having some weird dreams too. Like, you're saying about, like, stuff you process. I mean, like, I had one dream like a couple of nights ago, and I didn't really think anything of it. It was just a nightmare. I'd been called up to my final performance, as part of, like, my graduation back in, like, college. But I had no preparation time. I got stage fright. I clammed up and, like, and didn't think anything of it. But then I had another one last night, where I was giving a performance again. I thought I had everything perfect. My vibrato was the deftest touch. It gave the perfect conveyance of emotions, and then everyone laughed at me. Apparently I was completely out of key for everything, and like I had nothing. Like, music is my thing. Like, it's weird that we've both had dreams. Do you think Conn has had them? It just is like bravadoing it. It's a very Conn thing to do.
I tried to ask him about dreams the other day, like, when we were out on the trail, dealing with Thunderslash the first time. Mm-hmm. And he just kind of, like, wrote off the concept of dreams entirely, and it was just like, it's just what you're thinking about, and then that it wasn't, like, really a big deal. And then he shot a beehive, so, like, we didn't really get to talk about that anymore.
I mean, hey, look, I'm like, look, Sid, I know we've had our differences, but, like, we all are part of the same band here. Like, we can rely on each other and lean on each other. That's okay. We can have differences on how we can go about things, but, like, we're here for each other.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting real tired. Like, I just don't get to sleep. And I'm just, why does it have to be stuff that freaks me out so bad? I just wake up freaked out all the time. And like, I mean, like, I know that we're all there for each other, and that's the main thing that keeps me going. I mean, that's why I'm out here. Like, I don't mean to be like taking it out on Conn and everything. Like, I mean, Conn's like my best friend that I have now. But I mean, apparently my other best friend I had growing up, like, didn't want anything to do with me, actually. So it just seems like, I don't know. What if these things come true?
Well, I mean, what dreams have you had? What, like, could they have come true? Are they things in the future?
Some of them seem like they could be, but a couple of them have been about the past. Like when I was in town. And like, you know, I don't know. There was a situation that, I mean, could have gone differently if Herman was a very different person. Like, you know, because Herman and I found Fink as like, you know, when he was real little, but we could tell he was very different, you know. But one of them was we found Fink. I mean, he was grown like he is now, but in the same type of way that he was scared and alone and didn't have the rest of like his nest with him. And, you know, we took him in, but in the dream, Herman just slaughtered him. And I found my own emotions in the dream. I felt like everybody else talks about Fink.
Sid, you know, I know you hate songs and I hate stories, but one of the great things about songs and stories is that it lets us control the narrative. And that can be used for better or worse. And I think you should look at these dreams and these points as ways for you to control your own narrative. And yeah, they are your fears, but that can't happen. You know, that is just a story that has been told to you, and you can choose what you want to read into that. You can choose to read that as a precautionary warning. You can just choose to read it as just another bard trying to get a shock or a scare. You know, that is your choice. You know?
So you telling me I've got a bard inside of me? Stupid little fucker!
Everyone's got a little bard inside.
Oh God, this is awful! Oh, you freaked me out so much, Melody.
Hey, look, shut up, okay? I'm trying to be nice to you.
Sid runs off, freaked out.
Fine.
It's like when you tell a child that they've got a skeleton inside them.
Yeah, and remember, if you eat the pips of an apple, your apple tree's going to grow inside you.
You speak lies.
Yeah, and they look worried and concerned at you, but keep walking on. Anything else anyone wants to do as you're walking?
I feel like I've almost got a handle on riding this thing.
What are you riding?
What are you riding?
Mercedes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's taking a bit longer to get back because you only have... Obviously, Stormzy doesn't have a horse either, so... you guys have kind of, you know, left quite early. You guys arrive back at the Stone Streets around early afternoon. What do you do?
Oh, Sid gets real excited and is like, come on, Fink, we gotta see if she made that vest for you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys run to Papa Aaron's last resort.
Come on, Conn. Oh,
what?
Wait.
Yeah, Papa Aaron's last resort.
Yeah.
Man, I never picked up on that.
Well, there's always another stupid music reference.
Is the vocalist name Aaron? Or is...
I've no idea.
Oh, it's just Aaron.
Yeah.
It's like a mix of two references, right?
I don't know what the other reference is.
Well, Aaron,
yeah.
Okay. I'm not. I have picked up something that was never put down. So.
I mean, I'll take credit for it, though.
Yeah, sure.
Leave a comment. Tell us what reference we didn't know we were making.
I have just basically stolen one of our friends, Aaron's.
Yeah, it's Aaron and Vanna.
Okay. Yeah,
Vanessa,
sure.
Right?
Yes. But that is
okay.
like something that two people listening will know.
Yeah, it doesn't make it any less of a reference. If anybody from our hometown is listening, they might get it if they were around like 6 years ago.
I feel less bad about not getting that one then.
Yeah, you run in. It's kind of early afternoon. Have you run ahead of everyone, or like you just like excitedly in the front?
You know, in those like movies when like, you know, the little child gets like excited, you know, like at the end of like, you know, A Christmas Carol and stuff.
Sure.
I'm like, come on, Fink, we've got to see what they've got the best.
You walk in.
Con is in no hurry to go into this pub.
Okay, so we'll say, oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Because you see, as you go into the common room, you see Johnny there having like an early dinner. You see.
I'm gonna roll stealth check for both of us.
Okay.
We are gonna hide from.
If I've walked in behind you, I'd imagine, and if I see your hair, like your shoulders go up, I'm just gonna put my hand on your shoulder and be like, don't worry, I'll shoulder this one. And while you're doing your interesting, fun stuff, I'm gonna go over to Johnny.
It's a 12 for both of us.
You kind of. You're too excited, like barging in, and like it's very obvious whenever someone walks into this inn, like it's not.
I cannot believe I failed these. I have a +9 for both of us.
It's the guilt weighing you down.
It's kind of busy. You see a couple of those, they're not having their full like veteran meeting. But there's a couple of them that you would recognize from the table, kind of having a drink. You see Johnny there. You see Vanny and Aaron behind the counter, and Johnny looks up as you walk in. And he's like, "Well, Sid, how's it going? Are you a little bit late there and bringing my guys back? I thought we said a day. I think we said yesterday at dinner time. Everything go okay? People are a bit worried about you.
Am I there?
I think you assuming you're behind them.
Yeah, I would have.
We can say that you haven't gone in if you want.
No. I was happy. I was happy to go in.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. I didn't want to talk if I wasn't in the scene.
Sure.
Like,
Well,
Sid fakes choking and falls on the ground.
you better go in the kitchen and get yourself a drink there, Sid. Johnny.
What's gotten into the young man?
He's just he's had a rough few days there. Listen, Johnny.
I don't like this look that you got on your face.
Do you know what? Like,
Conn, tell me what's going on.
Johnny, as I walked up to this pub, it was like I was flipping a coin in my head as to whether to lie to you or not, and it came up honest. So, take a seat. Hold on. And I gesture to.
I can only sit down. I can't sit down anymore. What?
We're already sitting. Sorry. Okay. Well, I take a seat next to him and I gesture. I gesture for 2 seats. 2 drinks. You're gonna want to sit down a little harder. Look, Johnny, I could have lied to you, and I could tell you that everything's all right. But here's what happened.
Sit out or Conn out with it, please. Just
yeah. It's just if you want it, Johnny. Do you want it hard? Do you want it soft?
I'm a hard man,
Johnny.
I can take the hard truth. Give it to me hard, Conn.
Here it comes. Let's just bite the pillow because this is going to be rough.
What are we talking about now?
Tesla got ate by a giant.
What? You promised me, Conn.
No.
You promised me.
I know. I'm real sorry.
Well,
I really.
is Mercedes still okay?
Mercedes is actually better than ever. Mercedes is fine. I made sure of that. But like the situation.
Just got a haircut.
I know. I will.
Do you think we can get a refund on that?
I was going to actually say, but I don't think it was the haircut's fault that he got ate by a giant. So,
did you at least kill the giants? Did you at least avenge Ma Tesla?
Yeah, you could say I slew. I went up there and I slayed. Listen. Yeah, things. Look, I'll tell you what happened. We got swept. We got swooped. We got swooped by a manticore, some huge shite like that, and everything went tits up.
I thought you said it got eaten by a giant, not a manticore. What's a manticore got to do with this?
Well, it was the inciting event, Johnny. You see, we were on the road, and when the manticore swept down...
I am so distraught right now.
I know, I can tell. I can hear it in your voice.
Aaron, please give me more drinks, Aaron.
Aaron, just keep them coming. I need you to keep them coming. I symboled Aaron to up the alcohol.
Just like throwing down shots.
And basically, what happened was Tesla got spooked and ran from the road, and it took us so long to deal with the manticore. By the time we got into the woods to find her, the giants had her. The one thing I will tell you is that it was quick. Probably didn't even see it coming. Just frolicking through the woods, and then donkey heaven.
And during all this, Conn is wearing a belt of the giant.
giant tattoos on my arm. A little wristband that says Giantville. Which
a t-shirt says like, I went to the village of giants, all I got was this Larry t-shirt.
It's got like a picture of them roasting meat on it. Yeah, I'm sitting like in an attempt to be somber with my arm behind my back.
What happened then? You killed giants, right?
Well, you see, there's diplomatic tensions between Stone's Reach and the giants at the moment, so we weren't going to be the ones to make any harsh escalations, if you understand me. What I will say is that Tesla's death served to make the road between here and Giantville safer than it has ever been. And now we can say with absolute certainty that travellers don't have to worry as much as they did before. So, in a way, Tesla has made the world... How much money do you want, Johnny?
I want you to leave me alone.
No, Johnny.
Tomorrow, no, Conn, please. I'm going to do something. First, I had a lot of respect for you.
I have a lot of respect for you too,
And
Johnny.
I trusted you, but two of my most prized, not just possessions, companions.
I understand that.
You fucking lost it. You got Tesla killed.
And I put my body in the way of Mercedes getting killed.
Look, I'm gonna... And he just kind of storms up, kind of sways a bit from the 5 shots.
Johnny,
he just
hold
said.
on. You've had a lot to drink.
I'm gonna go make sure Mercedes okay. I'm gonna go to bed. I can't look at you. I can't look at you, Conn.
This is worse than any nightmare that kid has ever had.
I'm thinking to myself, Conn's actually getting worse.
Con puts his head in his hands and just gestures for a whiskey.
One gets space in front of you.
He downs it. It's here for the night.
What's Sid doing? Is
Excited kids asking, if there's a vest.
yeah.
As soon as it's out of sight, like Fink and Sid have forgotten all about this whole thing with Johnny.
You kind of rush over to the counter. Aaron has been the one kind of serving the drinks to Johnny and Conn, and you see Vanny there. And she's like, well, how he is? What's the story? How are you doing?
Hey, yeah, we're back now, and just wondering if maybe you had. Oh no. Fink's a lot bigger than he used to be. He bulked up in the time we were gone.
Oh, well, I'm sure maybe we can do a little of alterations. But you've been gone a couple of days more than I expected, so I had time to fix it up. So here, and she brings out this little like a little flannel shirt with a vest kind of built into it, and I think this should do. Should cover all the little nasty spots. Might not be able to tie clothes if he's gotten bigger, but his arms will still fit in.
Immediately dress him up in it, and I'm sure Fink fucking hates it. I'll ask you, how is Fink feeling about being dressed up in this?
I mean, Fink wasn't against the idea, I don't think.
He didn't like being measured and all that.
Yeah, okay, so I rolled in that one.
He goes on fire.
You see Fink just start thrashing around.
Like when you put a vest on a cat.
Yeah. But Vanny just with her vice grips just holds him in place. He's like, you're gonna fucking put this vest on. I put a lot of time into it. And just forces it on him. But he is not happy. But he doesn't have thumbs, so he can't get it off.
Rats kind of have thumbs.
Not opposable thumbs.
Not opposable thumbs, yeah.
With all this going on though, Sid turns around and sees Conn and is like, Fink, get it together. We gotta go over there now.
And he Fink kind of pulls himself away and looks very sulky, but dapper, and walks over.
Yeah, so Sid and Fink are going to walk over to Conn and, like, kind of quietly, and Sid's gonna, like, put his hand on Conn's shoulder and be like, hey, man, like, look, sometimes in all that we're gonna be doing and all that we do, like, we do the absolute best that we can, and we be the best people that we can, and things will go wrong. And sometimes people won't get to see all the good stuff you have done, dude. Like, you've done a lot of good stuff, and remember that. You've done more for the world than you've hurt.
Hold on while Conn rolls a sobriety check here. Okay, yeah. Conn has enough wherewithal to still remember you're in a somewhat fragile state, and is like, I know that, Sid. But you know, it's never fun giving bad news. You know, it's never fun to see people look at you that way. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna keep drinking here.
All right, but like, you know, just remember, like, you've done a lot for a lot of people here. There's a lot of people that owe you quite a bit. So just because, you know, it's a really easy to see the negative. Like, you know, you could get like 1 million nice letters put at the end of your class yearbook, and the one mean comment is what you're going to focus on. But that's not the way to go about it, you know? Focus on all the, like, you made all those giants really happy, man.
I know that. And don't get me wrong, I'm not torn up about the situation, but I am upset for Johnny. Like, you hurt him there now today, so just carry that for a little while, like. But don't worry about old Conn. Tough as a fucking big giant, don't I?
Think kind of like
into the
Fink squeaks something and goes, yeah. And you made those giant stomachs happy too. Fink, whoa, no, that's. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I'll leave you to it.
Conn low-key thinks that's very funny. I give Fink a little scratch behind the ear. I'm like, right, thanks, Fink. You're looking pretty dapper there.
You see that Stormzy has also come in at this time and is like off talking with Aaron. Now they've kind of done that, and you see Vanya's coming around doing doing the rounds, collecting glasses, serving drinks and stuff like that. And you guys kind of, you know, from where you're sitting, you overhear her kind of like, you know, just making general chit chat to like do other tables and stuff around. Some of them kind of like, you know, clearly looking at the spectacle that kind of just went on here and wondering why there's a weird kind of creature wearing a, you know, like a flannel shirt and vest. And you over here be like, oh yeah, 2 bands now in town. 2 bands is very exciting for someone's reach. It's never happened.
What?
That's Aaron, is it?
This is Vanny that's saying
Vanny,
this,
okay.
as she's kind of doing the rounds.
Sid jumps up. What?
Oh, Sid, yeah, you okay? Is Fink okay? Is he giving out about the
He gives out about everything. That's a good sign. What? You said there was another band.
Oh yeah, sure. The lads, some weird name they had. They're not saying in our one now. They're saying over in Kate's place. But we yeah. What's their name? And so one of the other patrons is like, oh, it's they're called Bush or something, isn't it? Something like that.
Oh,
cool.
Nice. All right, that's all right. Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, we like Bush.
Oh, you know them, do you?
Yeah,
Sure, lads.
we helped him out on the road a bit.
Ah, great. So what are they doing up here then?
What?
What are they doing up here? They're here, like.
Oh, I don't know. They were pretty close to here.
They were going in the opposite direction, though.
They were going the. Yeah. I don't know why they would come back.
Oh, they only arrived there this morning, so I don't know, a bit odd, I thought, but.
All right.
I mean, it's the most exciting we've seen in a while. It's very exciting.
Yeah, let's.
Their bar seems to be singing lots of very depressing songs over there, but kind of suits the vibe of the place, so maybe that's why they're there. So.
Yeah, fair enough. Sid is gonna go over to Conn again. How drunk is Conn at this point?
He's had one more drink, so let's roll it up and see if he's taking it well or poorly. Yeah, he's a little more drunk.
A little more drunk.
Yeah, I'd say he's a quarter more drunk.
So Sid goes, Conn, there might be some business to attend to. So, are you cool to walk, or should I take your belt and carry you?
Alright, nice. There's always fucking work to do, isn't there? There's always some fucking work to do. Hold on. Hold on a second. And he's going to first neck the end of his whiskey.
Sure.
And then 2, he's going to blow 2 like lay on hands points and sober himself up. Just be
Okay,
like,
sure.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. He's absolutely fine. And
You see, as you're leaving to go, you see Melody being held back by Vanny, being like, "Oh, the other guys have a bard singing, and we kind of hope you could bring that life." And you see Melody look both like frustrated but also delighted. Light comes into their eyes, and they're like, "Guys, gonna just stay here, maybe kind of big guys up a bit. Seems like we've got a bit of a band off in our hands." So
Conn gives them a nod. They know what to do.
yeah,
Fink, Jesus. Sid, does the thing, points at his own eyes, and then, points at hers and goes, truth.
gotcha, Sid, gotcha.
Conn taps the belt and winks.
And yeah, they pull out, like, I don't know, they start pulling like random instruments from their bag of holding. But yeah, what you guys do as you...
All right, so Bush has come back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, my brother is like... I don't need Sid's voice for this.
Wait.
My actual brother
I was about to be
would
like, you have a fucking brother?
Yeah.
I was like, what?
No, this is not Sid's voice. This is mine. My brother would be fucking stoked if Bush came back. But anyway,
Okay, good to know.
he was like fucking like grunger. Like literally, my mom would get so mad at him because she'd like buy him clothes from like Abercrombie and stuff, and then he'd like take a lighter and like burn holes
Wow.
in them and stuff. You know?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, 90s.
So 90s.
Yeah.
That's very secondary school. Like
yeah, for
everybody
sure.
cut holes for their thumbs to go through.
Yeah.
Those are the days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so back into Sid's voice. No, Sid does not actually have a brother. Sorry. I mean, maybe he does. But
No.
No, he doesn't. Only child.
Only child.
Axel.
Anyway. Yeah, so Bush have come back this way, dude. Like something's happened. I don't know what. I don't know why they're in town, but they were going the other way. They were going towards Hovden.
They were going towards Hovden, but maybe they realized Hovden doesn't exist anymore and made their way over here.
Well, I mean, we showed them that there was nothing on the map, and now we know that, we know for sure that Axel had something to do with that. But I think we should go meet up with him and make sure they're not fish.
Probably. As we're leaving the bar, I lock eyes with Mr. Fisher.
Mr. Fisher is not in this bar. Mr. Fisher.
You said he
Sorry,
was.
but-
No, that was a bit, guys.
No, canonically, in this podcast, bits are canon. Mr. Fisher, there is a Mr. Fisher in this
It's
bar.
We
Bits are
used
not
AI to design this Mr. Fisher that is at the pub.
That
so-
was your own time spent.
I lock eyes with Mr. Fisher and then think about Hovden real hard, and I still don't put those two together because my memory isn't solid on the area.
Also,
was
I don't think you all
"Rah, rah,
caught my very 90s reference there. Fish. The band Fish.
Phisa.
Oh, yes.
Fisher.
Fish.
Wow, real big fish.
Not a 90s band, but also very good.
Yeah, I do like fish, but I don't like fish. Isn't that funny?
I don't know which one you mean.
we've said fish many times that the word is losing all meaning.
Yeah. Fisher.
If you're heading over to, you kind of ask around, you know that they seem to be in a place called the Lodestone Lodgings. Not a music reference, I don't believe, so don't try to read into it.
I was trying.
Yeah.
Unless it
I-
is, in which case let us know.
I mean, yeah, if it is, great.
Um,
You see this place has got like a bit of a...
sorry, very quickly before we go in there, can Conn cast his eye around and see if he can find an apothecary?
yeah, you would know there's one.
I go to the apothecary.
Sure, yeah.
I want to go in and can you generate the entire thing for me very quick?
It's happening in my head. What you want?
I walk in and I go up to the apothecary. The shop is this. It's an apothecary working in an apothecary, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so. It's just fucking lazy naming on this fucking profession. I go in and be like,
It's the same as a butcher working in the butchers.
it's also lazy. I mean, yeah, whatever. I walk in and I approach them and I'm like, oh, hey, listen, real quick, would you have anything to that could ease a night's sleep? The young lad here is having awful trouble sleeping.
Sure thing. Yeah, you get some like fucking
Deadly.
It's got to be tea. It's got to be tea.
Yeah, some fantasy cams like.
It could be called Tranquility.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
That's the one.
Yes.
Sick.
They're like, oh yeah, I actually just got this.
I'm here till Thursday.
Johnny just this was in his latest shipment. Lots of tea we brought up.
My shoulders tighten with guilt for a moment.
So you get some nice little Tranquility.
Aye, this should be enough for a few weeks anyway. I bring it out and I'll be like, here, Sid, look, mix this into your post-sleep tea.
Post-sleep tea?
Your pre-sleep. It's everything is cyclical, so it's just have it in you before you go to sleep. It might help with those nightmares you were talking about.
16 hours past your last sleep.
Yeah. You know what? Between your last piss and your first sleep, get this into you and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a fucking doctor, man.
Those were the exact instructions that the apothecary gave. Somewhere between your last piss and your first sleep.
Sid is wondering if you needed to lay on another point of hands.
Papa Aaron's Last Resort is very much trying to position itself as being like kind of higher end, you know. This one is a little more kind of like, it's a little bit dingier, kind of more of like a motel feel, kind of like, you know, it seems a lot cheaper. You walk in and yeah, sure enough, you see Bush's bard singing like a real just like depressing song, but it really kind of seems to like suit the vibe of the place. Like you see this like female half elf, she's like shortly cropped hair kind of behind the bar, doesn't look like she smiled in years, you know.
I don't even know what glycerine means, but I'm really sad about it now.
She kind of like barely looks up as you guys walk in, doesn't really pay much attention to you, and but as you walk in, you hear from your voice like, dude,
Hey, bro!
whoa, what up?
Hey, dude!
Yeah, dude, we thought you were gonna be here. We were asking for those for you earlier on. What's up?
Why are you here?
Yeah, dude. Actually, guys, fucking round of drinks for this dude.
Yes, round of drinks, including me.
Not a chance. Sorry. No, none for him. He's underage. Sorry. I look at you one behind the bar and I give her a very stern nope.
She kind of just shrugs her shoulders. Okay, well, I mean, maybe later when your grandpa's out, we can get you sorted, dude.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, we are fully alive because of you.
Oh.
You know, you gave us all that like help with like, you know, understanding actually what bushes look like up here and stuff like that, and like, you know, how to like hide property.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, dudes, like I'm like, want to say absolute big sorry for like not fully believing you the last time, but like, you know, but like Goose Force and all that. We got to Hovden. We were like, oh yeah, cool, let's get onto this ship. Yeah. Turns out, and he kind of like leans in, like kind of conspiratorial, whatever, in a conspiracy manner towards you, and it's like, yeah, dudes, like Hoots Force might not be that great, or I mean, well, we don't know that, but like they are definitely doing some kind of shady shit because, yeah, you know the way you'd say like Hovden was like marked off the map. I mean, it's just fucking ashes, dude.
Ashes.
Ashes
Hold
and
on.
smoke. The ship as well. The ship was a burning.
The ship?
The ship that we were supposed to get on was a burning wreck. The only way we survived is because we did what we do best, dudes. We hid in the bush, and we saw these guys fucking fly away.
Hold on. When you say all these guys, how many were there?
3.
Oh, let me guess. A druid, a wizard, and a fight, and a barbarian.
Dudes, if I had to pick them out, I would say that's exactly kind of the skills they had. Yeah.
And did you see them burn the place?
I mean, I didn't see them burn the place, but like, I mean, we saw it burning. We hid, thinking it was some trouble, and then like 5 minutes later, they flew off.
That is
Son
not
of
what
a
Fink
bitch.
said happened there.
No, but this seems like it's after the fact. This seems like
You would
they
know
got
it
there
would've-
and they
you would have taken them a few hours
to get there.
To get there,
Even at their ridiculous bird antics.
No, so as in Bush
to get there, so they would have had time to.
Yeah.
They well had time to raise the place. They didn't want people knowing what happened there.
They're absolute jerks.
I wish we knew what happened there.
We did at one point. Fink knows.
Fink knows for all the good that does us.
And dude, so you like,
Hey,
Hold on.
do you think that like, so what, like they were trying to like just like, so they like stole your memory of it and then like wiped any physical trace?
seems like it.
Seems like it.
Dude, that's pretty heavy.
We wouldn't know anything if it wasn't for the fact that they did not respect how sweet this rat is.
Oh, dude, he's got a nice little shirt on. That's cool, man.
He does not like it, man. So maybe don't talk about it.
It looks like it's really chafing him.
Yeah, maybe.
I like how it's slime resistant. She really went the extra mile.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
made it like
how he
Teflon.
sweats. I think that's how he sweats. So I don't know how healthy this is.
but yeah, dudes, I mean, yeah, so just wanted to say thanks, like, for like, you know, give us all those tips and stuff. Like,
So what,
honestly, dudes, saved our life.
so what are you guys
Oh.
doing now?
I mean, dude, weren't we sure? We kind of just thought like, oh, we'll come up here. You know, you guys said you're up here, that there was things to be done. We thought, oh, maybe we can go up here, teach people how to hide in bushes, you know?
Do you want to come with us for another 85 episodes?
Dude, I mean, if that's what you want, I mean, I will be. Will be
I
in
actually
the back.
think we're probably. Sorry, the quota's only for 4, but we'll call you.
I mean, like, dudes, we're happy here singing songs and stuff, but like, yeah.
All right. An aside for a minute,
Yeah.
very quickly. Sorry,
What's up?
looking at Bush, what would I know? Like, is classes a thing? Like, I was like, oh, barbarian. Would I know the
I
classes,
mean,
or is it more
in-
general than that?
So, the Hoots Force very much all tend to.
They wear their colors on their sleeve with class, right?
Yes, and they tend to exemplify like the ultimate form of those archetypes. So you wouldn't, I guess, in world you'd probably maybe call them like a, I mean, yeah, maybe an archetype, but like, you know, like definitely a wizard would exist. People would know what a wizard is versus a sorcerer
Yeah,
because
okay.
of how
Cool,
they
cool, cool,
learn
cool.
things like that. Yeah,
So, would I be able to identify the classes of Bush?
yeah, sure. They mainly. They're kind of a bit of a mix. There's kind of like some bard in there, some basic fighter, like some basic ranger, but like you would know that they're very low levels.
Okay.
They're not all one. They're a bit of a mismatch.
See what I mean, dude? If they came with us,
And
they would level up so fast.
We just use them as a cantrip slaves, like. No, look here. I'm thinking back, and definitely we're on the back foot when it comes to all this. Hoots Force are out there burning any evidence of what happened in Hovden, and like, I don't know what happened, you don't know what happened, but Fink does know what happened. Do you think we, like, maybe is it time to try and find a druid and talk to Fink?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I love that idea, but I'm also terrified of what all Fink would say if I could understand him 100%. Not just
You know
about.
there's a druid in town.
I do, but Fink has the information we need.
I know. Yeah. He's just gonna talk so much about wanting to eat, but that's okay. Let's go.
All right, but only if you're 100% sure. I don't want to force your relationship with this rat a step you're not ready to take.
I'm trying to decide if that would be like a weird thing, or if that's something that somebody with like a hunting companion would want, you know? Because they've
You would
developed
also
such a
know
language
that
with each other, you know?
You would, like, Herman would have been a high enough ranger that he could speak to animals. It's like a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, so I'm gonna learn it at some point.
You are going to learn at some point, so it's like a fairly kind of normalized thing.
Well, why don't we...
Yeah, I mean,
And-
I'm down. Like,
But
Maybe
you
we
know
can
that, like,
teach you the spell as well while we do it.
if I can get another level or two, that'd be great.
Yeah, you'll need more magical power to be able to cast that spell.
Damn
more
the
levels.
rules. All right, well, let's go to the road then and see if we can't get Fink here. Scratching behind the ear again.
Yeah.
To
Fink,
to
buddy.
tell us what might have happened.
Fink, you wanna
Refresh our
talk to us in
memories.
common?
Fink.
Nice. Let's
Look,
go,
you're
bro.
you're halfway there already.
Yeah, you head back to the last resort.
I
Just
don't know
but-
why we need it. I can kind of understand him anyway.
As we
but-
leave, I turn back and I'm like, oh, hey, Bush. Just after
Yeah,
Sid's
rough.
gonna throw. If I hear that you've given him any alcohol at all, I will physically beat the arses off you.
Dude, that's kind of like a bit like intense, but I mean, he's his own dude.
Oh, he'll be his own dude. What age are you again?
17.
What's the legal age in Lithuania?
18.
He'll be his own dude in a couple of months.
Yeah, look, dude's your thing. We're here. I mean, just gonna be here.
Fine, give him finger guns and walk out the door.
Yeah, they give you finger guns back. Yeah, you head back to the last resort. You see Stormzy and Aaron are now kind of like sitting in like a corner table, still kind of like deep in sort of conversation. All right, Bubs, what's
We
up,
have
yeah?
have a bit of a favor
Oh, yeah?
to ask.
Oh yeah, of course.
Weirdly enough, there's some information we need, and the only person who has it is Fink. So we were wondering if you can't help us, open a dialogue with him.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah, of course.
Sick. Do you want to take the lead on this, Sid?
Yeah, cool. So basically, we need somebody to cast Speak with Animals, so we can like speak with Fink more than. I don't want you to start thinking I can't understand what he's saying for the most part, because I can. It's just a weird few details that we're missing on, because like he keeps saying something about, he keeps acting like when we go fishing, but then he's talking about people, and that doesn't make any sense to me,
Yeah, bruv, I can. Yeah, no worries.
I think it was
The
maybe
way-
saying it's a fishing village, but he keeps saying
The
it.
way Speak Adam's work is that I can speak to him. So I mean, you ask me questions, I'll ask him. I can tell you what he's saying. Yeah, man.
All right. Yeah, that's sad. I was hoping I'd get to. No, that's fair.
I don't know enough about magic to help. Sorry.
I mean, can't you like change the form of things, Con?
I
bruv,
can.
we can do a bit of experiment if you want, bruv.
All
Have you considered changing the wording of the spell to retarget it?
Give me
That's how limericks
spell casting, like a spell attack.
A spell attack.
Yeah, we'll say, and we'll just see.
Oh, I rolled a 19. My plus 4 on there. Plus 5? Plus 4. Plus 4.
So 23.
Yeah, 23.
Um,
No, plus 5.
You should call that
24.
a Pimco alteration.
yeah,
'Cause it bounced off a Pimco pen.
He also rolls a dirty 20. He's like, bruv, I mean, you got this sweet bond, yeah. Probably work something out, yeah. And he starts casting Speak with Animals. I was like, okay, bruv, I think it's there, yeah. You can ask away.
Hey, Fink, can you understand me
Sid.
fully?
Yes. Hello.
Whoa.
It is I, Fink. I'm speaking. Can you hear me? You are laughing. I'm not telling you a joke.
I can hear you, yeah.
What is wrong?
This is not the voice I expected out of you, bro.
Why? I'm a strong rat. Of course I have a strong voice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I get that.
It is odd that we are communicating in such a thorough fashion.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I kind of miss your little dancing, that you do.
I can still dance if that would make you feel more comfortable.
No, it's all
It is
right.
my duty to make you feel comfortable, Sid.
No, it's okay. Well, don't be so formal. We're bros,
Formality is my way of showing affection and love.
Oh, God.
And he licks you on the cheek.
This is exactly what I was scared of. So,
I love it. I love it so much. He's got the little jacket on as well.
how do you like your jacket, man?
It is chafing me immensely, but you seem to want me to wear it, so I am persevering for your sake.
Well,
Sid.
okay, we will take it off when you're not around the little lady who made it
I
for
would
you.
appreciate that.
Oh, all right,
I do not
yeah.
wish to hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
I do wish to eat her sandust or sawdust.
So, yeah, we don't know how much we don't want you to turn into a Saul person. You
He becomes a sawdust elemental. He's not useful.
I am very
when
strong now.
Yeah, you are. It's actually wild. Anyway, we got important things to ask. So what happened in Hovden that you've been trying to tell us?
I thought I had been very clear. And
I missed some details. You were like said something about fishing, but then
there were
you
lots
said
of
people.
fishmen. They attacked us on the boat. I ate them. They did not taste well.
Oh, like people that were.
Yes, I
Fish?
do know the taste of human flesh, and that tasted wrong.
Oh.
It was not human flesh. It was like fishy flesh. I'm not a huge fan of fish. I will eat it on occasion, though.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. So like they were people, but they were also fish.
Yes.
Okay.
He looks suspiciously like that. No.
You said it. No. It's there. It's canon.
Was there one in the bar?
No. They have never been seen outside of that one village.
Now, what have we talked about lying, Fink? Anyway, so
In fairness,
then-
Mr. Fisher had a mustache on. He might not have recognized what it was.
so what was going on in Hovden?
He fully explains. Do you want me to do it in the voice?
Obviously, we want you to do it in the voice.
I think everyone at home wants you to do it.
Yes, well, we arrived into Hovden, and upon our approach to the docks, we were accosted by these fishmen. We bravely fought them off. We then fought off more. We killed them. We saved Melody from certain death from a giant Cropolante monster.
Can I just request that if Dylan ever loses the role for recap, it's got to be Fink doing
Yeah,
it.
Fink is going to do him now.
We then talked to some sort of elder couple. I do not mean elder as in elderly. I mean that they seem to be the leaders of this village. They discussed that a young punk that we recognize as Axel had come in and performed some sort of ritual which had driven everyone into this some sort of not very tasty transformation.
That's very informative. I like how
Is there
the
anything
detail-
else you would wish to know, my
Does he
master
measure
and
everything
friend?
in like flavor and taste?
What do you? Sid kind of looks over at Conn and then goes, "How does donkey taste?"
Delicious. It is one of the best meals I've ever had in my life. Every waking moment, I craved sweet, sweet flesh of Mercedes. I will not rest until I have eaten it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Dude, this is
Fuck.
Speaking, I am very hungry. Have you got any food?
yeah, we can get you some food, but also just one last thing. What can I do to make life for you better? I'm worried about you being in trouble with stuff, as you've seen.
Let me feed on more things.
I
I enjoy the adventuring, Sid.
do you?
I get to eat many things and taste many a morsel in my mouth.
That is true. You've eaten a lot of things.
Yes, and I've enjoyed every moment.
So I shouldn't be so worried about you?
No, please put me into the fray. Now with my new elemental powers, I can ravage and eat even more. That donkey will be mine.
Yeah, fair. I mean, we've already upset Johnny enough. Like, what's another?
Con hears that in common and is like, what?
Yeah, I guess you would have heard that part. Yeah. What do you think of Conn, since he can't understand you right now?
I do not understand your obsession with this man.
Oh, really?
Yes, he bumbles his way through the forest. He is incompetent.
Oh,
I have saved his life on many occasions.
he's a very good fighter.
Is he?
Look over at
Con
Conn
is
like,
like beaming, looking between the two of them. Well, Sid, what did he say?
well, we are agreed.
He is a little bit better now with the belt.
Yeah, and the belt looks great on him too.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, thanks, Fink. I love it. It really ties the
It
uniform
gives him
together.
it gives him a
Sid's face is
very
like bright
boxy
red.
appearance.
Sid's face is like bright red from embarrassment right now and not knowing what to do. Man,
I love you too, Fink.
Tell him that I'm fond of him.
he says he's fond of you.
Oh, all right. That's fine.
You don't want to eat him too, do you?
Human flesh is adequate, but not my favorite.
All right. All right. I think I got that idea from the Battle of the Bands too.
Yes, I mean, I developed a bit of a taste, but it did not, tempt me in the way that this donkey has.
He's really struggling with this.
He really wants this.
You brought this on, Ryan.
Oh, I know. And I'm happy about it. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get this vest off of you. This is great.
If that's what you want, Sid, then yes.
Well, you wanted it. Look.
Yes, we had said we would wait until the nice lady. She's very strong and has held me down very firmly. I am scared of her.
Oh, fair. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, we can wait then. Yeah. Is there anything you want to do other than eat stuff?
No.
Okay. All right. There we go.
I'm a single-minded rat, and I would like to eat and eat again.
Fair. All right. Food for Fink. Bring over some food, please.
Yes. And then the Stormzy's like, right, Bubs, we got everything you want there, yeah? What's he like to talk to?
He's great.
All right.
Actually, the instructor of geographical studies, Professor Heimlich.
Yes. He has many interesting maneuvers that he's... I'm speaking in...
Yeah, I was
Fink's
like, I'm
voice.
talking to Stormzy. Are we still doing...
Bro, yeah, of course I know Heimlich, yeah? Got plenty of maneuvers, yeah? Absolutely
Yeah.
wild for it.
It's kind of like Professor Heimlich.
Yeah, bro, I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
okay.
matter of fact.
Interesting.
Very, kind of appropriate for a mutant rat from town. Not gonna lie.
Well, bruv, I mean, yeah, good. Yeah, good. I'm gonna stop concentrating on the spell then, yeah, bruv, if that's cool.
Fink, I love you. I know you can always understand me, but I love you.
Fink.
No! I just wanted to hear him say it.
In your mind, you hear,
I do.
I love
will
you too.
hear
Sid.
that forever.
So how was it?
Fink, do you want to go off and grab some food, buddy?
Fink. Yeah.
That was weird as fuck.
All right, really? Seems like you're having a great chat there.
He is.
I imagine he has kind of a Debonair accent.
He is very formal.
Is that right? I wouldn't have put it. I wouldn't have imagined that now.
Basically, the voice in your head when you're reading an encyclopedia or something.
I do.
A very hungry encyclopedia. Yeah, I like that.
Is that right?
He likes you though. Had positive stuff to say.
That's so relieved. So relieved to hear it.
How much do you think it would be to buy Mercedes off of Johnny?
Honestly, I don't think it could happen. I swear to no one he's getting rid of it.
You know how you've been joking around a bit worried about Fink wanting to eat Mercedes?
I seen him licking his little lips.
You do not let him near Mercedes.
Oh, okay.
Or
Where is he now?
anything else you don't want eaten, man.
Did you not just send him off to get some food? Where is he now?
Well, he's over at the bar with the lady.
Is he?
Only because Ryan got in there first with where he is. That's where he is.
All right.
Yeah, you see Fink is now sitting on one of the bar stools, eating peanuts from a bowl.
Nice.
Yeah. Peanuts, sure.
I will never unhear that voice.
Yeah, so after this, Aaron, who's kind of just been sitting there, kind of essentially being ignored for a while, kind of chimes in, and he's like, lads, well, what's the crack? So look, it's just having a good chat there with Stormzy. Good job in sorting all that stuff out with the Giants. Great on you. I think just the one thing left is is Nadini there. If you could go talk them out. I actually have big plans for the mining village. They're kind of a bit in the way there, So it'd be great to get them, see what's got them held up there, and see what's up with them. If you could do that for me, that'd be great.
Aye, for sure.
Yeah.
But
All the Iron Kents will be super appreciative.
in the way of what? You said they're in the way
Yeah.
of what?
Oh, well, and he kind of like gives a bit of like a hand rub, like, oh, I've got big plans, sure, Stone's Reach has been a bit, down economically in the past. I think, got lovely mountain air up here. We can do lots of like nice tours, and I really want to make it into a nice tourist destination. Resorts everywhere. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So yeah.
Sid, like, kind of like a mom does when she's upset with you or something in public, like pinches the back of like Conn's arm.
Yeah.
Still standing there smiling and nodding like, but yeah, is absolutely pinching the back of Conn's arm with this.
What the fuck are you doing? Stop. Right. Well, I mean, what? Why? Like, no, don't. Con wouldn't have a problem with that, really. All right. Well, more power to you, I suppose. Sid, why are you? Hold on, one second, Aaron. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you pinching my arm?
Ixnay on the Ockingtay. Do you not speak that language?
I do speak that language. I mean, do I?
That is dwarven, yeah.
Pixay atate language, like.
Well, yeah, we just gotta discuss details on how to do it, like.
Right. I'm not. Hold on, Aaron. I'll be back in a minute. I've just remembered. I'm going blind. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, whatever you got to do.
So as soon as they get over here, Con, do you not realize what this guy wants to do?
He wants to make a resort.
He wants to relocate a native culture so he can destroy nature and put in more buildings.
Are they not a nomadic people?
Yeah, but this is where they've settled.
But is that not the issue?
Yeah, but he's saying that he wants to destroy more of nature and stuff like that. Can we not go there with the entire intention of like forcing people out?
No.
And maybe with the idea of finding out what's going on. Like, why do they want to be here? Like, if they're okay with going somewhere else, okay. But like, I don't know, like destroying a lot of the forests and stuff. Destroying, the mountainscape, everything like that, just for like resort stuff and, pushing people out. Like, I don't know if that's really the best way to do this.
No, I agree. I would never displace someone, but like I said, I think they're nomadic, so I think their issue, now if they've chosen to settle there, all well and good, like, that's fine. But I mean, if they're nomadic and something is pinning them there, I'll try my hardest to get them free, like,
Sid reaches in his pocket and pulls out like one of the coins you had given him. It's just
this thing here seems to have a lot of power over all of you guys.
Hey, hold on now.
And like, sorry, I don't mean you in particular. I mean like, people that live in this capitalist...
People who live in a society.
Regime. We live in a society... No.
Con attacks.
But, like, holds a lot of power over stuff. And it seems like it's just okay to destroy nature and to destroy everything that we should be in harmony with, including other cultures, just to get more of these things.
Right. Well, look, you know what?
And you have to use them to buy books. How stupid is that? I just want to make sure that, like, if we're going to do something, we're not just doing it because the label says. We're doing it to be the good guys.
Sid, look who you're talking to. Do you think I respect what the label wants at all?
I know. That's why I know we're going to be on the same side. I don't feel like I'm arguing you. I'm just
saying,
saying,
go
like...
out there and we're going to see what's wrong and turn it right. That's all we're going to do.
But I didn't feel like it was a good idea to, like, argue this guy, like, right in his face. Like,
I mean, that's fine. We'll leave him to it, and if he's doing something that's nefarious, then we'll stop that. But like, we may, actually look at and understand the situation before we take too firm a stance on any side of it.
But like, I don't know how much you've read, but like, this is very typical for people in my age group, Con. To act out in such rash ways.
I would absolutely believe that. So maybe we'll just approach this a little more measured and, see what the fuck is going on first. Damn it, that Axel has me swearing. He's a bad influence on both you and me.
Yeah, fair.
Right, sure. Look, will we plan for that then? That's our next step. Head out to Nadini and see what they're up to.
Yeah. Down for that.
Cool. You guys kind of relax, and it's like into the evening now. You relax, eat, have dinner and stuff, and we'll pick up on the
In 2
next
weeks?
episode.
Sick.
The whole time that Fink is dancing around, Sid is just like staring
Look at
at
me.
him.
I am dancing. Sid, are you enjoying my dancing moves?
Oh, I can't believe that's such a good reveal. I'd like fuck all the lore drops the last few episodes. That was the best revelation.
Hilarious.
I didn't want to. I didn't because it was Khan's place, but I didn't. I was going to be like, ask him why he's different to the other rats.
You can't just ask a rat why he's different.
I feel like I can. He's literally grown out of his skin. But yeah, that was wild.
But yeah,
I love Fink. I love eloquent, well-spoken, poignant,
forceful
Fink.
thing.
Robotic Fink.
Yeah, thank you so much. If you've enjoyed Robotic Fink, let us know. Send us a tweet or Instagram message or something and be like, yo, Fink's great.
Send it all in caps too, so we know it's Fink saying it.
Yes.
We love your podcast.
Yes, a full stop after each sentence. Make sure it is very syncopated.
Yeah, he's the William Shatner of rats.
God.
William Ratner!
That's his real name, William Ratner.
Apologies to William Shatner.
No apologies. That's not
Putting
high
that
compliment.
energy out there.
All right.
Okay, until next time.
No, cut.